I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
How on earth will he give refunds when there is no more money?
Yeah. Well, at least that's what he's claimed.
It's gone.
Yeah.
The reason I know it's gone is because it's gone because for him to start sending out emails and talking about angel investors and startups and all this stuff, all the emails that we're getting, obviously he's trying to recruit new members to get new money because he already spent all the old money, which is our money. It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the refund is. Yeah. It's not non-existent.
So here's the deal, and this is my thing, and I'm gonna say this to you because, like I said, he claimed come November, and I know you guys got an email as well about the refund. Well, refunds are starting in November. We will see. We because it's just like I told him. I said dates are very, very important. Okay, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm not seeing where you keep sending out these emails. Because I invited him back to come over here to Cool Rhythms 98 and to get on this radio station and to talk, man. He said, no, I want to do the email. Okay, well, you know what? Your emails is still not doing anything as far as I'm concerned. Okay, because I'm still. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
My personal opinion is that he may not have our money, or he doesn't have money to give us, but he has money,
right?
Because you funding all these so-called projects that you have, how are you paying?
How you paying for it?
Paying them out the pocket.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that he got 20% of the proceeds because that was pretty much what he demanded.
Right.
Because he's the CEO, he got 20%.
Right.
So 20% of 83 million. I mean, do the math.
Man.
Right.
Yeah.
So and Maxine, you talk about the refunds. He's been talking about the refunds for almost, I'll say a year.
About a year, yeah. At least about a year. Yeah. I totally agree.
Like you said, where you have no liquidity, you don't have a means of bringing in revenue, right? Why do you keep saying you're going to give people a refund from what?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all about us having that hope that he is going to produce something, and we all know that he's not going to. Because at this moment, we have no proof of all of these investments that he says is happening. This GOPX liquidity bank account price increase wallet, we don't have any proof that it exists. The operations, support, development, marketing, and sales, who are they marketing to except the people who already invested into their product?
Right.
We have not seen the sports pool app. What have we seen that's out there that truly exists to show us where the money is?
Exactly. Otherwise, like I said,
the proof proof we do have? We have proof where the different wallets, the money was moved around, and that's in the forensic report.
Right.
So all the other things that he's saying verbally is always verbal. Always verbal with this guy.
Right.
Like you said, Maxine, there is no proof, because if there was proof, then the consumption points, all these different consumption points that he's talking about, would be producing
and working. Exactly.
What's going to happen?
Exactly. Hold on. Let me give you a shout out. Hold on. Exactly. Hold on. Exactly. Go ahead.
Okay, and to me, if there was any kind of production happening, where's the reports? Shouldn't we as investors get some type of report, a budget, an income and expense account? Where's the money going and coming? Where's the money being held at? Where is that money?
Where's the money?
Which bank are you using? Is it interest, any interest going in there so that we know that the money is safe and secure somewhere?
Right.
You can't even get onto the website. It's not even secure.
It's not even secure anymore.
So exactly.
Wrong. Exactly. All right, hold on.
He was going to provide these financial documents on several occasions on Zoom. He never did.
He never did. Yeah, he never did.
Never did.
Yeah.
Because they don't exist.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Hold that. Hold that thought. We're gonna be.
They exist in his bank.
Yeah, and it's his bank exactly.
In his bank account.
Exactly. All right, hold on. We're going to take a quick station break and we'll be back. Hey, I'm here with Maxine Francis and with Mr. Kenneth Roseboro, and we'll be back. We're going to take a quick station break. I got to pay some bills and we'll be right back. And then we're going to finish talking with them. And hey, we got a lot more to talk about. So, hey, you don't want to miss it. All right. Stay with us. Be right back. All right, hey, we're back. You're back with the Uncle T Show with Business Tuesday, and we have Maxine Francis. She's one of the GOPX investors, and also Mr. Kenneth Roseboro. He's one of the investors we have on here. Now, let me give them a shout out real quick. I want to thank them so much for coming. Appreciate it. All right, go ahead. What were you about to say?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to go over a couple of. I know we have a few minutes left. I just wanted to go over a couple of things here, and I don't know if I read the definition of the cryptocurrency forensics. So that everybody has a great understanding of where all this information came from. That's factual evidence about what happened to the tokens, where they came from, how they were stolen, and how the tokens somehow ended right back into the GOPX wallet. Okay, so this is the definition of cryptocurrency forensics and asset tracing are investigative methods of tracking financial transactions on the blockchain. They are used to identify perpetrators and locate assets. So pretty much Raphael has been doing this for many years, and the blockchain is immutable. So what that means pretty much is that anything that goes on this blockchain cannot be changed, and it is permanent. So all of the documentation that happened with these tokens going from wallet to wallet to wallet outside into other wallets, where what someone is saying someone else stole is questionable.
That's what I said. Amen.
And I wanted to go back to what the consumption point. So actually, there's another statement that was made as well by Alex in terms of when these tokens were purportedly stolen. How 3 people in the company from LA Token left the company along with the president to go to Russia. So these people, according to Alex, you can't even track down. And to your point about litigation, Alex mentioned it a couple of times. We have no proof that he contracted.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Right? And if someone stole $83 million, what, you gonna just let them walk?
This is what I'm saying.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, man. Because and let me piggyback off you by saying that. I've been looking for documents to let me see. I say, okay, well, if someone stole that type of money, I know Alex, he's a pretty smart guy. I'm giving him the benefit of doubt. He'll go and get an attorney. He'll file a petition or whatever. Even if it's an attorney in another country, you just get one from another country. Work out something on a contingency basis. They get a percentage of it and they go for it and fight for it. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you're not doing anything and you just keep sending out emails saying, well, it was stolen, but yet I'm seeing and hearing things that you're buying, houses, cars, trucks, vans, and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, okay, well, what in the hell, how in the hell are you going to live this fantastic life? Okay, and we go and invest and do the same thing. with hopes and visions of living that type of life, but yet and still you gonna live in we care? No, my brother, there's some that's not gonna work with me. Hold on, that's not gonna work with me, man. That's not right, and that's foul. That's just straight up foul. So at the end of the day, I totally agree with you. I'm like, okay, well, where is the documents to back up all of this stuff you saying? And when I started looking for the documents and couldn't find any, that's when I said, you know what? Let me send this man a text, man, and let him know, something is up with this. And I just told him straight up, listen, you either, if you can't do it, give these people back their money. Bottom line.
Well, I got one of my good friends, right? He makes this statement a lot, that Alex needs to provide factual, verifiable, documented evidence.
Yep.
And I know if my friend has listened to me, he probably said, that's my brother right there, because that's what if you're doing the right thing, why don't you just show it?
Thank you.
Instead of talking, just
show it. Because the proof. See, let me.
You don't have to talk.
Right. Let me tell you something. As we always know, actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Just like over here, the Cool Rhythms 98, we got people yabba, but we never saw any actions. So it got to the point, man, I had to say, you know what? Actions speak louder than words. I hear what you're telling me, but I'm not seeing no actions to follow. So it's the same thing with this. I hear what you're saying in their emails, but I'm looking at supposed to be a blueprint that we should be able to follow and say, okay, well, he said this, he said that, there go the evidence for this. Well, he said this, he said that, there's the evidence. But I don't see none of that.
No.
Well, Uncle T, I just saw an article that came out today about Bank of America getting fined $150 million over junk fees and fake accounts.
I saw that.
Everything comes to an end at some point.
Yep.
And we all just have to, make sure that if any wrong was done, that we're going to be at least righted by making sure that people are aware of what's going on.
Of what's going on,
with this whole GOPX.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair.
It's not
fair for investors.
It's not, and
take the appropriate next step.
Yep.
Okay. As you said earlier, Uncle T, to hold him
accountable.
For 2 years.
Yep.
In my opinion, he's gotten away with this time and time again, and people still come in after this because they don't know the history. Apparently, they don't know the history of what has happened up to 2 years before this. Right?
Correct.
So it's up to us to make sure that everyone knows this and this stops.
Right.
It stops.
Stop, yeah. I totally agree.
We get our money back, and if we don't, GOPX has to be held accountable.
Exactly.
GOPX has to be held accountable.
Exactly. And let me give a shout out. Hold on. I totally agree. I totally agree, man. Listen, let me just say this. Listen, man, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We're here for the listeners, the communities, and for the listeners throughout the world to try to bring in peace, love, happiness, inspire people if they got something good and it's real, to encourage them to have a better lifestyle out there if they can. and treat one another with love and respect, man. That's what this radio station is all. That's what it's based on. And whenever someone comes, across the boundaries of that, as general manager, I have to shut it down because I'm being responsible for this radio station. And when people listen to us, I want them to say, hey, man, Uncle T is doing a great job over there. He's not allowing these clowns and these trolls to come on his station and, misrepresent things or, start, they're lying and they're doing this and they're doing that. No, I'm not going to do that, man. We're not here for that. We're here for the people.
And what's also important, too, is, now that we are having this conversation, I'm hoping that after this show ends, that we're also doing something about it and not just talking
about it. Exactly.
Because the problem is a lot of new people are going to get roped into the same concept.
The same thing.
That we got caught up into, not knowing when we could help them by providing them the truth.
Right.
That this is not a good investment.
Right.
You're never going to see your money back.
Exactly. Let me give you a shout out on that. Yeah, amen. Hold on. All right, hold on. We're going to the phone line. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
You want me to say it now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Another fellow investor. This is a fellow investor that's a good friend of mine. Left me with this. Okay, would you continue doing business with a contractor that continue to produce fair results for 2 years? Question mark.
Right. No.
Would you support the contractor with referrals and hard-earned money? Question mark. Would you give him repeated chances and the benefit of the doubt based on losing $83 million and has not produced evidence of contracting legal counsel to get it back?
Amen.
I know you. Well, I don't know about everybody on this call, but I'm not giving Alex Slocum the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Well, I'm there with you. Let me give you a shout out because I'm there with you too. Man. Hold on. I totally agree. And let me just say this before we hit the phone lines. As far as I'm concerned, now he I'm not trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, Alex. And if you're listening, you're listening. But at the end of the day, you send out an email saying, okay, starting November, you're going to get. We will see. We will see. Because I'm letting everybody know Uncle T is at the end of his rope. I'm done. Okay, I'm done. This is it. Because it's not fair for us. We out here, we hard workers, man. We work hard for our money. And it doesn't make a difference whether you did 100, 200, 300, thousands, or whatever. I don't care. If you did 100, you still are an investor. You still are entitled, okay, to something.
Exactly. And like you said, everything has an expiration date.
Exactly.
Okay. And you've given him chance to make this right.
Yep.
And all he's doing is postponing it. It's just like if you get invited to a party and they say come at 2:00, but it doesn't start till 5. Well, at least you get there to the party and it starts at 5. At least you get food and you get gifts, and it ends at midnight. You have some fun and everybody goes home.
Yes.
But you know what? If you postpone that party and tell everyone, you know what, it was supposed to be Saturday at 2, but come back next weekend at 2. Who's gonna show up at the party?
Right. Exactly.
You never had the first one.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me give you a shout out on that. That's
Let us know what's going on.
Yep.
Start sending out some real proof as far as what's going on. Let us know the exact expiration because every contract has an end date. It has to end at some point. You can't keep postponing things.
Thank you.
None of us getting any younger
Thank
here.
you. Yeah. Thank you. Exactly. I totally agree. Hold on. Yeah.